Before Saturday night's main event, we got our final SmackDown, in which we saw Roman Reigns calling out Solo, US Championship match revealed, Cody fighting Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre coming. After every member of the Bloodline. And people, I would like to ask you, is Vince McMahon back in charge? What the hell was that? Vince McMahon just talking to Triple H, pal, you did an amazing job with the product. I love the WWE, but I just have one more thing to ask. What is it, Vince McMahon? You gotta give me those big ol' sweaty men. That was a very questionable decision, people. Now I know. It's very simply explained. Carmelo was caught off guard. So Strowman won in like a minute. Still, doesn't do anything for anyone. What was the point? But that was a pretty okay episode of SmackDown, so let's talk about it. The show kicks off with Jimmy Uso. Very hilarious promo. He talked about how, fun it was finally reuniting with the Bloodline. He's proud of everybody. He's proud of Roman. He's proud of Jay. He's proud of Solo. He doesn't like him, but he's proud of him. But what's next for Big Jim? Well, he doesn't know. Maybe a Royal Rumble victory. Highly doubt that, Jim. Highly doubt that. No yeet. But big things are coming for Big Jim with one toe. And he gets attacked by Drew McIntyre with his iconic fit. Yo, seriously, man. Like, this is Drew McIntyre's iconic fit right here. When Drew has his black wife beater on, it's business. So Drew beats the crap out of Jimmy Uso and gets taken out of the arena. Nick is like, what are you doing this? We knew each other for such a long time. You can't do this. And Drew McIntyre is just smiling. Man, Drew McIntyre is on a whole different level. Have you seen that fucking podcast? I can't... Dude, I got worked? I think so. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where he basically talked about whether it's worth it being a WWE superstar, being away from family. He just dropped the mic and said, I don't give a fuck what you all think. Oh, man. Like, I thought after CM Punk versus Drew is kinda screwed a little, because this was such a great rivalry and what's next, but it seems like good things are coming and he's coming after every single member of the Bloodline, and it makes sense, everything was taken away from Drew McIntyre by Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, so very interesting. Nick Aldis was a way to strip Bianca Belair and Jade from the tag team championships, but Bianca Belair and Naomi said we can step up as long as you defend these championships. Oh yes, we will. Next week. Okay. Conspiracy theories the great. The world is flat. Ryback is actually Goldberg in disguise. Oh, what could this possibly mean, ladies and gentlemen? They attack Jade. Yes, they attack Jade. They attack Jade and they planned this all along. They were coming after the tag team championships. Bianca likes Naomi more. And she was like, let's beat the shit out of her. And now we can step up and we be tag team champions. That's exactly what happened. As a matter of fact, I saw it. I was in the locker room. I saw what happened. You better believe me. You'll see it coming anyway. And then you can say the Great One was right. Semi-finals Women's United States Championship Tournament match. Tiffany Stratton obviously coming out with two gigantic assets. Money in the Bank contract and determination. It was Michin versus Tiffany Stratton. Pretty cool match. I would say pretty unpredictable, because I didn't see Tiffany advancing anyway. She's already a Money in the Bank holder. But people, I do like the result, although the finish was absolutely horrendous. So when Tiffany was hitting her finisher, Michin was supposed to get out of the way, but she didn't. She literally just ate the finisher, no-sold it, hit her own finisher, and won the match. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now, I know it's not as bad as it seems, but it kinda is in a way. Imagine Pedigree. Randy gets some hits on RKO. That was rough. That was rough. It could have easily been fixed, but it's so easy to say in hindsight, because at the end, you just sell the finisher a little bit. Okay, you're supposed to win. Just get up, barely get up, hit your own finisher, and just lay in the ring. You still feel the effects, but she didn't. She was smiling. She was excited as shit, man. So yeah, that was kind of rough, man. That kind of sucked. DIY sent a message to the locker room. They told us it was all part of a plan and they were treated unfairly, and now they control the WWE Tag Team Division or some shit like that in black and white. Pretty cool. Just like I've said many times, I appreciate that Tag Team Division has storylines. That's what's important, man. I don't care what marks on Twitter will be saying. Storytelling is the most important part of professional wrestling. So Roman is talking about all the bad things that happened to him in the past few months. Losing the championship, losing Paul Heyman. They were on top of the world and then they weren't. So, January 6th is Netflix to everybody, but to Roman Reigns, it's a challenge. It's I think, tribal combat against Solo Sikoa. So he challenges Solo and that's gonna be the match. Big ass match, man. He wants to do La Fala. He wants to do La Fala, man. Oompa loompa, poompa loompa. He wants it back, people. He wants to be the real tribal chief. So, I think this match makes sense. At the end of the day, yes, he won the match, but he never got that. You know, he's still not the tribal chief, so the Survivor Series match was a little bit pointless when it comes to that. So, we're getting this match. I've heard big things about WWE Raw on Netflix, like the first ever episode. I actually recorded a video about it. I might release it, we'll see. Pretty exciting stuff, like, I'm waiting for this episode more than I'm waiting for, like, most of the pay-per-views, right? I can't wait to see how that looks. So who's facing Carmelo Hayes? Oh, it's Braun Strowman. Big-ass Braun Strowman just choo-chooing to the ring. This was a very short match. He just beat the shit out of Carmelo. This is the most Vince McMahon-esque booking I've ever seen in a while. I get what WWE did. He was caught off guard, lost the match, and, you know, everything's fine, don't get me wrong, but, you know, if it was a few years back, I would be like, okay, they're intentionally burying the shit out of this guy. Braun Strowman. I'm fine with Strowman, you know, whatever. I mean, I can't act like I'm very excited about the shit he's doing, because for the most part, he's just there. The Bronson Reed rivalry was cool, though, so hopefully we'll get something like that. He doesn't want to be a part of the musical, though, but he's gonna be on the Grayson and Austin show. They're all excited, but they're just gonna eat a bunch of finishers. You know? LA Knight says, I'm handling my own business. I didn't care about the Bloodline, that's why I didn't tag with the other Bloodline at Survivor Series. But now they made it personal and they attacked me. So he's coming after the Bloodline. Solo comes out to the ring. He was about to talk about Roman, but LA Knight quickly interrupts. So we got Solo versus LA Knight. A pretty, I would say, predictable match. Solo ain't gonna lose in this one. You know, he already lost the match, so we all knew what's gonna happen. Of course, we got the Bloodline. They beat the shit out of LA Knight until we saw Andrade and Apollo Crews with the save. On one hand, I'm like, Apollo? And the Bloodline? That's weird, that's so random, but I mean, he got attacked for no reason last week. You know, on one hand, we can all be sad that LA Knight is not winning the championship. On the other hand, being in a storyline with, like, the biggest faction in the WWE right now, that ain't bad. That certainly ain't bad. Chelsea versus Bayley semi-final. So, this was very unpredictable, but I was rooting for Chelsea because, you know, something different. We all wanted her to get that opportunity. She's very entertaining, but we all know right now she's just not a fit for the main championship. So we gotta build her, and United States Championship could be exactly that. So, of course, we got some interferences, but she still won the match, and I'm super excited about it. So, Michin versus Chelsea Green. You know what I like about this match? Any result we get is just something different. You know, not two former WWE Women's Champions. They're gonna build someone. It's pretty awesome. You know, whatever result we get, I'm gonna be happy with. But I think the result is, pretty predictable. I think Chelsea Green is winning that match. Well, you couldn't win the match. Maybe singles championships are just not for you. Well, me and Naya, I asked for a tag team championship match and we're getting it next week. Tiffany, why are you still taking all of this abuse? The cash-in is coming, people. The cash-in is coming. Why don't we do it at Raw on Netflix? What a big moment. Finally, Cody and Kevin Owens segment. So, Kevin Owens didn't show up. Apparently, Triple H gave something to Cody before their match, Saturday night's main event, but Kevin Owens interrupts, and obviously the same old promo, which is great. You know, the delivery is always good. How could you do this? How could you do that? And you were more entertaining as Stardust. Cody had enough. He just dropped the championship, and we saw a fight backstage. I like that because, you know, Kevin Owens actually stood tall in this one, held the WWE Championship, which, you know, the match was already very predictable, but when you hold that title, it means you're losing, man. When you hold a champion's title, you're done for. He looks pretty good with that title. It's a good problem to have, you know, for the WWE, and have so many character-driven wrestlers, and you want everybody as champions. That's a good problem to have, really. You know, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Sami Zayn, all these names, Jey Uso. I'm just wondering what Triple H gave to Cody. I expect, since it's an old school episode, and this is just a dumbass prediction, maybe an old school championship. Maybe he's gonna come out with an old WWE title. Now the problem is, people, I don't think I'll be watching the pay-per-view because I don't think it's gonna be on the WWE network. I don't have the Peacocks. Yeah, boy ain't Peacocks. Which sucks. Like, I logged into WWE network right here, I see 3 a.m. NXT. Finn Balor, the Demon, revealed. Maybe I didn't win the championship, but I'm going to reveal my demon. Well, anyway, people, that was your Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you already didn't. As always, your boy, the Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.